After months of legal drama, Elon Musk has completed his $44 billion deal to buy Twitter.
Everything about the company.
Reorganizing the whole company, firing people, unfiring people.
Why is Elon being sued by Twitter employees? Twitter and Musk are charged with breaking a federal law that governs employee benefit programs in this case. Despite the fact that Twitter has already been sued for allegedly failing to pay severance, those lawsuits center on contractual breaches rather than claims under the benefits statute. Elon Musk stated in an interview that his experience with Twitter has been quite painful and that it has not been fun or a party. According to him, he would sell it to the ideal bidder. Additionally, the billionaire supported his choice to let go of Twitter employees. Here is all the information you require. After purchasing Twitter, Elon Musk looks to be struggling. The billionaire claimed in a BBC interview that his experience with Twitter has been quite painful, and that it hasn't been fun or anything like a party. The richest man in the world said that it hasn't been boring, but rather a roller coaster ride ever since he acquired the well-known microblogging service. Elon Musk, the CEO, responded when asked if he regretted purchasing Twitter, saying that the pain level has been extremely high. This hasn't been some kind of party. It hasn't been monotonous. It has certainly been a roller coaster. Over the past few months, the situation has been quite difficult, he continued. The billionaire added that he still thinks acquiring Twitter was the proper move to support his purchase choice. For those who don't know, at the beginning of 2022, Musk was able to purchase a stake in Twitter, and he subsequently put in an offer to purchase the company. In one instance, the social networking business sued him after he attempted to back out of the agreement. He claimed to the referenced source that things are reasonably well at Twitter and that more people than ever are utilizing the site to support his takeover. Additionally, he asserted that the site also works quite well. However, he must put in more time and effort for the business, which has frequently voiced its concerns. According to the given source, he claimed that because of the heavy workload, he sometimes sleeps in the office and has a spot on a couch in a library that nobody goes to. Elon Musk also said that he should refrain from tweeting late at night because those are generally contentious and have led to significant problems. Elon Musk also discussed the challenging moments he faced in recent months while going through the layoff procedure. He said that firing 80% of Twitter's employees was not simple. From 8,000 employees, the social media company now only has roughly 1,500. He also acknowledged that he was unable to personally inform all the affected Twitter employees, so emails were used instead. It's impossible to have face-to-face conversations with that many individuals, he remarked. It's interesting to note that, while defending his purchase and even discussing his difficulties running the business, Musk also stated that, if the appropriate buyer comes along, he will sell Twitter. The multi-billionaire businessman said that if the proper buyer presented themselves, he would sell the company. Twitter was purchased by Mr. Musk, who also owns Tesla Motors and SpaceX, in October for $44 billion, £35.4 billion. The interview took place at the company's headquarters in San Francisco and covered his work habits, misinformation, and the huge layoffs. But he acknowledged that the only reason he carried out the takeover was because a judge was ready to order him to buy the company. And he declared that Twitter will modify the recently added label for the BBC account from government-funded media to publicly funded. Mr. Musk defended his leadership of the company during the conversation, in which he attempted to conduct the interview as much as the other way around. When asked if he regretted purchasing Twitter, the second richest man in the world replied that the pain level has been extremely high. This hasn't been some kind of party. Mr. Musk said of his early days in charge, "It hasn't been dull. It has certainly been a roller coaster." He continued, saying it had been really quite a successful situation over the last several months, but he insisted that he still believed purchasing the business was the best course of action. The BBC, which is the government-approved national broadcaster of the UK, is governed by a royal charter. It is supported by a license fee that UK residents pay, which will account for £3.8 billion, $4.7 billion in 2022, or almost 71% of the BBC's total income of $5.3 billion. Grants, royalties, and other commercial and non-commercial operations like rental income provide the remaining funding. Additionally, the government grants the BBC more than £90 million annually to sustain the BBC World Service, which caters mostly to listeners outside of the United Kingdom. With the majority of its advertisers coming back, Mr. Musk claimed that Twitter is now roughly breaking even when speaking about its financial situation. He added that it had not been simple to reduce the staff from just under 8,000 when he purchased the company to roughly 1,500. He acknowledged that it's not practical to speak with so many people face to face, so he did not terminate everyone in person. Since Mr. Musk acquired the business, several of Twitter's developers have left, raising questions about the platform's stability. He admitted some issues, such as site outages, but claimed that they had only lasted a brief period of time and that things were currently great. He asserted that the takeover had reduced the amount of false information on Twitter and that his attempts to remove bots or automated accounts will reduce fake news. But a lot of independent authorities disagree. Numerous studies have documented a rise in engagement with well-known accounts that distribute false information following Mr. Musk's takeover. He frequently questioned if journalists were impartial truth-tellers and asserted that he put greater faith in ordinary people instead. Mr. Musk stated that accounts with legacy-verified blue ticks on the platform would be deleted. The percentage of Twitter's monetizable daily active users, MDAU, a statistic reported quarterly to the SEC, that are non-human, whether bots, automated systems, or spam accounts, has drawn the attention of Elon Musk, who announced his intention to purchase Twitter on April 25th. Musk ought to have allayed this worry before he committed to buying Twitter via a legally binding contract. He will face a difficult legal battle because Twitter is about to file a lawsuit to compel the deal's completion. Musk says that Twitter made false and misleading representations regarding the platform's user data, disregarded his repeated requests for information concerning spam accounts, and provided him with incomplete or unusable information. But there was no reference to spam accounts in the takeover deal. Early in June, Musk's attorneys unveiled a new legal plan. Recognizing that the bot issue probably wouldn't be enough to free Musk from the agreement, Musk's attorneys asserted that Twitter had failed to provide Musk with the information he required to complete his debt financing agreements, a claim that, if true, might have freed Musk from the agreement. As a result, Twitter granted him access to its Firehose, a stream of tweets and associated metadata that, according to the Washington Post, includes 500 million tweets daily. A month later, his debt financing is barely mentioned in the new letter. It briefly states that Musk requested financial materials from Twitter on June 17th, and that Twitter has only delivered some of what was needed, but it doesn't explain how this prohibits Musk from obtaining the loans required to complete the takeover. According to initial research done by Mr. Musk's advisors using the data that Twitter has so far released, Mr. Musk seriously believes that the fraction of bogus and spam accounts contained in the published MDAU count is considerably more than 5%. Twitter has previously said in SEC filings that the proportion of its MDAU that is non-human is most likely less than 5%, but the firm made it clear that their estimates could be higher than we have estimated. Musk also objected to the resignation of several executives and the hiring freeze implemented by Twitter prior to closing the deal, saying that the company had to seek and obtain consent from him before making any hiring or hiring freeze decisions, as well as before some executives left their positions. How Twitter managed to obtain Musk's approval for its own staff to go is a mystery. In response to Musk's attorneys, Twitter's legal team stated that the merger will still go through and that the agreement with Musk has not actually been dissolved. Anyone who has watched Musk wriggle in the months after he committed to purchasing the company is not surprised that Musk would attempt to cancel the transaction. It's unclear whether this about-face is the result of the general market decline or a sincere change of heart. What is evident is that Twitter appears to be quite certain that it will prevail in court, and Musk will take control of a website he fervently opposes. He once again expressed his skepticism regarding Twitter's tracking of spam accounts in the middle of May to his audience of more than 100 million Twitter followers. He claimed at the time that the then CEO of Twitter, Parag Agrawal, refused to show proof that fewer than 5% of accounts are fraudulent or spam. That's all for today. If you liked this video, please give a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications. Also, express your valuable thoughts in the comment section below. Until then, bye! Also, spend some time watching other videos on the channel.